Folks, welcome back to the 2023 season for the Buffalo Bills in this NFQL Madden Sim, brought to you by Gratwick Productions, Trainwreck Sports, 26 Shirts, and Code Socks. And we got the Buffalo Bills in the traditional uniforms. I am Dan Gambino, the CEO of Code Socks, filling in for Maniac, trying to do the best I can, joined by my friend and good friend, Chris Holbert of Gratwick Productions. Chris, what's going on?
Good news, folks. We are hardwired today for the internet, so there's going to be no bit rate storms today. We're ready to go straight through.
All right, we got those pesky Philadelphia Eagles, who the Bills usually have a hard time with at home, but in these Sims, we've been having our way with everyone. We're going to look for Devin Singletary right on the screen to kind of pick it up. 19 carries, 43 yards last week. But Chris, what do you think the keys of the game today are?
I want to see this offense get in rhythm. I mean, they put up 40 points last week, and the offense still, I wouldn't say, had a great day. The defense, I think, had 2 touchdowns. The special teams had a touchdown. It was a total team effort, but still not the offensive performance we're looking for, Dan. They struggled in the red zone once again. So that's just got to change, especially with this Pittman guy now.
Yeah, Pittman looked like he had a big week last week, and I'm actually interested to hear the rumblings going on around the rumor mill with the press as the kickoff is underway. And folks, don't forget, go ahead and put your comments in the chat for the first Bills touchdown. We will be giving away a $25 restaurant gift card courtesy of Code Socks tonight. As you get to take a look on the screen here, we got Jordan Tolles, the rookie out of LSU, coming in and having a big impact last week, Chris.
Oh, my favorite pick easily is the raw prospect Braden McGregor, Connor's younger cousin.
Yeah, it looks like he had 3 tackles and a sack last week.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Looks like they went to Ertz, pick up at 9 yards.
He wasn't playing a lot of snaps, but he made his presence felt right off the get-go.
Yeah, what I was alluding to earlier was the information coming out of the Buffalo News stating that Trayvon Mullen is actually pushing the third corner, who was Levi Wallace, maybe out of the picture. So there's a little bit of conspiracy that we're going to have someone sliding into that. He had a big week last week with 3 tackles and a sack. Looks like the defense were on point last week. Big 3rd and 1, guys. Get your picks in. Looks like hopefully the Bills will have the ball here in a second.
Levi Wallace is going to be hard to lose that spot if you keep finding him in the backfield every series.
Yeah, he brings an added interest to the defense. You see, 3rd down Trey there coming up big, 4th and inches. We should see a punt. Folks, don't forget, follow everything that is Gratwick at the Gratwick Discord at discord.me/Gratwick.
Boom.
Boom, there it is. There you see it. Big punt coming up, 4th and inches. Bills getting the ball back just under 13 minutes. The ball goes into the end zone. Chris, what are we looking for out of number 17 QB1 today?
I want to see Brew McCoy get off to a fast start. I'd like to see him get at least 3 touches in the first half of this drive, if it lasts a couple set of downs. And Singletary needs to get off to a quick start here and get the run game going.
Yeah, let's see if they could jump off to it here. I'd like to see Hodgins kind of work his way in. Same with Gabe Davis. Looks like he was almost forgotten last week. We're going to get a jet sweep right off the bat. Is that Diggs? That is. That's Diggs. Pick up a 12. Nice run. I like the little gadget play.
Dude, Hodgins plays so little, but every time the guy gets a chance, he makes a huge play.
Yeah, we're going to need to find his way to the field, though. Looks like he didn't have a reception last week. Looks like Diggs was hot from the get-go.
The touchdown he had in the back of the end zone during the playoffs.
Yeah, that was a big moment. We wish that would have went different. But we're going to build this year. We're not going to dwell. And that looks like what's happening with this receiving core. Carrying a lot of receivers. I mean, what's your take on that? Like, what are we waiting for? We waiting for the next guy up with Beasley being gone. Don't forget, Beasley is no longer a part of the team. They parted ways with 3 of their offensive linemen, Chris. So kind of see a rebuilding process here.
Yeah, just to give a quick recap on the offseason moves. Beasley retired. Jordan Poyer, the team chose not to re-sign him. He lost too many steps on the speed, and he's now in Denver. Dawson Knox re-signed for 4 years for $27 million. And Spain, Morris, and Ford all walked in protest after the coach's comments in the post-game press conference.
Well, they were a tight-knit unit. I mean, you can't say much about that. They've moved on, and they've filled the holes. They got a good left guard in Dalton Risner. You know, they have somebody playing next to Dion. Look at him helping out there on that play.
Ooh, look at that.
Over the middle.
Is that Brew?
Is that Brew?
Yeah.
That's Brew. Brew, guys, get your picks in. They're inside the code zone. We're looking at first and goal from the 11. Big shot over the top. Matt Manzella called it. Matt, good call. There it was.
Oh, man. We're in the red zone again.
Not the red zone, sir. The code zone.
We'd be better off if you would have took that to the house, because now's where the skeletons come out.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about Dable this, Dable that. Can't get over the hump. I would think that this is high on their priority this year, is capitalizing inside the red zone.
Well, here's the thing. Allen's $35 million on the salary cap this year. He needs to dominate inside the red zone. There's your boy Gabe.
Oh, out at the one. There's the guy we were talking about. There's Gabe, G-Baby D, Gabe Davis. Guys, come on, here we go. Second and inches, true formation. Only good things happen here.
Here we go.
Back to pass, invisible tight end. Stephon Diggs, folks. Stephon Diggs gets the first touchdown. Let's go to the truck. We'll see if anybody had him.
Diggs is the first touchdown score.
I do see one Diggs. I see a Diggs.
Only one.
It's only one.
No race. Nobody knows what to do with the first drive touchdown by the Bills.
Yeah. Guys, we have a winner. This is the first time I think this is the fastest that we can ever say that we had a winner. And I'm just going to make sure and verify. Is that correct? The only one?
It is the only one, but it's definitely not the fastest winner.
Not the fastest winner. One of the fastest. And it's Mr. Seth Burks. Seth Burks, congratulations. Get in contact with Code Socks, and we'll get you out the restaurant gift card for the $25 restaurant gift card of your choosing in your area. So go ahead and get in contact with Codes_Socks on Twitter or Instagram, or Codes Socks with 2 S's on Facebook for your prize. Great way to start the day, Chris.
Yeah, that was a beautiful drive. We had a shot downfield. We had a little bit of everything on that one.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they can get the running game working now. We're in business. So, folks, don't forget, we have a lot of things going on. All that is Gratwick. So, again, make sure that you are following along, following all of our sponsors, 26 Shirts, Trainwreck Sports, Code Socks, and Gratwick Gaming, as well as Gratwick Productions.
We've got an esports logo contest rolling out here soon too. Still working. Well, we're hammering out the details on it, so we don't have all the information to share right off the top. But by the end of this season, we'll be rolling out that artistic contest.
They're asking, Matt Manzella asked, what about Horrible Harry? Is he gone?
No.
Phillips gone?
I think he just got his introduction right there. Yeah.
Okay, he wasn't in the starting lineup there. I was getting a little nervous myself. You know, Paul was about to call me and say, Dan, what's going on? Why are you pulling my son?
Here, there's the starters once again. Phillips is still the number 2 defensive tackle. And right. Braden McGregor is a rotational rusher in the end positions on both the left and right side.
There you see him in there now. Is that him right in the middle? Or is that Ed? That's Eddie.
That's Trey.
Trey White. There we go. Takeaway Trey does it again, and the Bills will have the ball. They're back in business inside the 30-yard line at the 37. Takeaway Trey. Chris, that's been the mantra of this defense and this Buffalo Bills team.
Dan, if this offense keeps up with the level the defense is playing at, and to be honest, the special teams, this team could have its best roster from top to bottom that it's fielded in 4 seasons so far. They were absolutely mud-stompingly dominant last game, and this one's starting to look like it's going to be a beatdown too. I do have to preface that with both the Jets and Eagles rosters are 2 of the worst rosters in the NFQL as of right now, but they're handling business.
Still got to handle your business, and there goes Josh doing what he does best, creating. Pick up the 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3, and we're at the 30-yard line. So yeah, people are saying in the chat, Paul Burton, what's going on, man? Still waiting for you to message me if you have. I'm sorry, I haven't checked. after Father's Day yesterday, but make sure you send me your address so we can get you out that lovely Kyle Williams autographed helmet. Paul Burton said new O-line only giving up 2 sacks, so props to the GM. First down inside the red zone there. Is that Brew? That's Brew. That's your boy.
I'm looking for him to have a big season. Big season from the Brew.
He's built like a tight end, man.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
huge. He's a monster.
Yeah. Give me a Brew.
That's what I like about him. 86 it. There you go. There's the new T-shirt. 86 it. The McCoy. Allen under duress runs into the back of his lineman, but no fumbles, so no butt fumble on Allen there, but a loss. Brings up 2nd and 12. Chris.
I guess we were asking too much for 2 positive red zone possessions in a row.
Yeah, and looks like the Bills are only 36% on third downs as of last week. It's cool when the numbers are like this in the beginning of the year, so it's all based off of last week. But they're 36% on third down. They got to change that. So 2nd and 12 coming up.
Uh-oh. Screen. Oh.
Uh-oh. Screen. Oh, busted play. All right, so here we go. There it is. They heard me saying the third down. Sorry to everybody. But third down, they got to change it, especially inside the code zone. They're not going to get it. They're going to stop short. Now, in a real situation here, Chris, I'm thinking go for this. You got them on the 5. Your defense is humming on all cylinders. I would go for this.
Once you get inside the 5, I'm almost always going to err on the side of going for it for the simple fact that if I have even remote confidence in my defense, it should be a given that I'm going to stop them if I don't get it.
Yep, and those over betters are looking kind of good right now. 10 points in the first 8 minutes of the game. Bills go up 10-0. You got the over/under at 41, Chris. I should have put some heat on that.
Well, the Vegas didn't have much confidence in the Eagles' offense against this defense. Is really what it was about. So they're expecting like a 35-3 potential ball game here.
And you know that was the first touchdown that the Eagles have given up in the red zone. So they didn't give up a red zone touchdown last week.
They probably gave up a whole bunch of big plays though, because I think they got smoked.
I was gonna say. So, guys, here we go. I think it's time, Chris. I think it's time for a turnover drive. We're gonna do a turnover. We're gonna see if the Bills can manufacture another turnover to get a big win. We're gonna give away a pair of Poncho Power socks now. So if you want to put that up there, guys, go ahead in the chat and put who's going to get the turnover for the Buffalo Bills. You see it finding a way. We're going to find a way this year, hopefully, to be in the stands with the players on the field, Chris. I know this is a constant thing, and things are opening up back in Buffalo and kind of getting muffled down here in Florida. What's it like in LA?
I don't know. I don't go outside much, Dan. I don't leave the safety of my canyon. I have heard that potentially, I don't want to go spreading rumors, but a mutual friend of ours in the Desert of the Sun may or may not have come down with the CV.
Oh boy, that's not good.
And so it's weird. Like, so we've got some people from Buffalo that are coming out here to LA, San Diego this weekend, and we're gonna be meeting up with them down in San Diego. Then they're coming up to Venice, and like things are kind of closed and kind of open. It's just in a weird state right now where nobody really knows what's going on, and the local authorities are refusing to enforce the mask rules that Garcetti wants. So we're just kind of winging it. Wild Wild West.
Well, speaking of Wild Wild West, we need our defense to be the best, because right now Philly's matriculating down the field. 1st and 10 from just over. We're going to have a holding call. This is coming back, Chris. There it is, holding. We're getting good at the penalties of this. Guys, so we have a few people out there. We got Bubba's, we got Eddie O's, we got Epinesa White.
Don't forget.
Comment in the chat who's going to get the turnover. Don't forget the rookie.
Tolles might get his first turnover of his career. There's also Braden McGregor.
Braden McGregor, Connor's cousin, or the big guy, or Harry. What about Harry? All right, back to pass. A question for you now, since we have a moment. Let's talk about the quarterback. Do you think this guy's for real? What's your take on him?
Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz. Yeah, what's your take on him? Because let's rewind. He didn't win the Super Bowl. He hasn't won a big game yet.
I think he's like that upper middle class, like your 10 to 15, top 10, top 15 quarterback. I don't think he's ever going to be a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's also injury prone.
I'll agree with that. He's what?
Injury prone. So you're always gonna have to hold your breath with him.
Yeah, he is. He really is. Folks, here we go. 1st and 10. We're going to keep it going. I want to give away a pair of socks here in the first quarter if the Bills put another 7 on the board, Chris. So let's go ahead and do a touchdown drive.
You're flipping it?
Flipping it. Flip it over. Touchdown drive. Guys, go ahead in the chat. We're going to try a back-to-back drive. If Zach was on here, we'd do a double dipper. But I can't give away his glasses. Do check out the Yak Man. We also have a 2 touchdown, 2 receptions, 8-bit version on there from our boy, the Snowman. We got a couple other things going on. Check out codesocks.com.
Oh, you juked the wrong way.
You got to take that upfield, son.
That's your first look at Pittman.
Okay, that's Micah Pittman, folks. Micah Pittman. Write it down. Remember him. And, folks, don't forget. Tag a friend on in here. Get a friend in. You know what? If you tag a friend in and you hit it right, I'm going to throw them a pair of socks. So let's see how many people we can get in here today to check out week 2 of the 2023 Bills. And I hope everybody's doing good and living good and looking forward to the season as much as you and I are, Chris.
You know what the great benefit to Pittman is, Dan?
What's that?
As they don't convert that 3rd and short. Pittman is one of the highest rated return men that we've seen on this roster since we started playing by a long shot. He's at this point in his career, you might say he's a return specialist.
Okay. Well, you got to have one of those, but what you got to have here is a big Bojo, old school Bojo bomb. Who's our punter? I got to call this guy by his name. I got to figure something out.
Still Van Burson.
You just sounded like the beginning of that old school song. What was it? Yeah, that was. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Bills defense back out there. We're gonna take down the Codes logo. We're gonna put the drives on pause and see if the Bills can get going again here, Chris.
Down she goes.
Down she goes, folks.
Let's pause and play here. I'll pull up the schedule. The end of the season, Dan, is going to be a doozy. 6 of 7 on the road on the back half of their schedule.
What do they have, like events going on? Is it like a presidential debate or something going on at Rich, at the Ralph?
Like Sanders gets mud stomped.
What's going on in Buffalo in 2023 that they're getting everything primed up?
Here we go. Good chance to pull up the schedule. Got the Dolphins Wednesday night. Big Chiefs rematch Friday night.
Wow, look at all those home games. Let's ask the audience. Would you like to have that many home games in the season? Like 5 or 6 home games in the first 8 weeks?
Yeah, Madden has no idea how to balance home and away games.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was great closing time right there. Is that 35? Is that my guy?
That's Tolles.
That's Tolles. That's the rookie, guys, number 35. Did you see that closing speed?
Closing time.
Yeah, pretty much. Closing time, and it's more like punt time as it brings up 4th down, courtesy of Jordan Tolles. Jordan Tolles, 6'3", 202 out of LSU. They love drafting out of LSU, huh? DBU.
So far, the Bills have played 5 quarters in the 2023 season, and they've let up one mop-up touchdown in a single quarter, the 4th quarter of the last game. That's it. Everything else has been shutouts.
Oh, there's a hole. Double pirouette to Singletary. That's coming back, though, folks. That's going to be a hold. 2 seconds left in the first half. Looks like there was a good week for the Dolphins and the Patriots last week, as we got a log jam after 1 week in the AFC East.
I'll use this opportunity to pull that up. 1 second.
And folks, don't forget to follow along with Trainwreck Sports as the season approaches. You know that Zach and Al, Maniac and Al, they're going to have a lot going on, a lot coming up here for the upcoming season. They'll have all your lines and all your betting tips. I know they did pretty well on the horse race the other day. Matt, I didn't get out and go take a look at it.
Ponies?
Ponies. Sometimes you got to get on the ponies. Better get on the horse for this third down play. Looking at third down and 11, an empty set. Gabe Davis in there. I really want to see him become a factor.
Pittman. Is that Knox just steamrolling?
Knox, rumbling, stumbling,
Jeez.
right down to the 27-yard line.
He
Feeling great. Get it to 88.
He threw somebody to the turf.
Yeah, he did.
Boom. Right over to free safety.
Folks, if that's not like the Cincinnati game, I don't know what is, because he just trucked him. He ran right over of him. Sit down. Sorry about your son. So there we go. The Bills start off at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Allen with Moss next to him, it looks like. That was Singletary. They just can't get the run going, Chris. I mean, last week you saw it. Singletary didn't do great. Looks like they had a total of, I think, like 80 or 90 yards or something like that. 93 yards. That's not a good start to the season.
No, but these two bad teams that they've played, if there is one strength both of these teams do have, it is their front four and stopping the run.
Okay. I'll bite. I'll buy it. I just think that our run blocking has to be a little bit better.
Oh, we're gonna be white knuckling it with this offensive line the whole season. These guys are.
Oh, we got a screen set up nicely. Moss takes the extra run up the sideline, gets the first down into the code zone at the 17-yard line. There we go. I mean, I'd like to see the screens.
Yeah. These guys are a work in progress. It's a crapshoot from one play to the next.
All right, Allen back to pass from the 17.
Looks did he thread that in there? Oh, wow.
Small window there, Chris. We don't like seeing them make those throws, but as long as they connect, we're all for it.
Diggs having a nice first quarter and the start of the second. Oh, that was a beauty.
Stephen Noble said angry run finalist for that one from Knox. I'll agree with them. That should definitely make the Sports Center top 10. Or at least come up on Monday night.
Finish the drive, Dan. That's what needs to happen.
Red zone from the 2 hasn't been our strong point. Looks like we're going to get in, though. Singletary into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the season.
2 for 3 in the red zone. I'll take it.
Because you know what they say, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, folks, and stick around coming up in the second half. I know we're going to have another T-shirt drive coming up. We're going to have another T-shirt drive courtesy of Code Sox coming up in the fourth quarter. So the second half rolling around. We're still into the second quarter, Chris. The Bills are dominating right now. I forgot where I was.
This team's got a scary start to the season. I don't know if you saw, but the Bears got absolutely annihilated by the Saints in Week 1 too. So sooner or later, the Bills have to be able to overcome the one-year wonders that they keep running into.
You know, I heard you mention that yesterday. I checked in, wanted to see how everything was going, make sure the boys were all right in the booth. We had Mike filling in yesterday. We appreciate him for doing so with Zach and I off for the day. But I filled in, and I heard you bring up an interesting stat. All these other guys that have gone to the dance, one-hit wonders. All the guys besides the Browns that have been to the AFC Championship in the past few years weren't there the year before. What's going on in the NFC?
The
NFC,
yeah,
not consistent.
There's no equally dominant team that has had the consistent success that the Bills have had. All these teams that won a Super Bowl have quickly faded away. The only other team that might be close that also hasn't won a Super Bowl is the Buccaneers. They've been I think in the conference championship 2 of the last 3 seasons as well.
Looks like they had a hard time with the Panthers yesterday.
No,
Only winning 17-15, so we'll have to keep an eye on the Buccaneers. You know, I'm going to always keep an eye on the Buccaneers living here in Tampa. I'm hoping that this year will be really cool if the season gets underway, they play all the games, and the Bills end up here in the Super Bowl.
Hey,
spectacular.
Before get him!
Sack. Off the corner, Trey White. Take away Trey, turns into sack Trey. His third tackle, first sack of the season. It's a big play.
So, we were talking before the game started on something. Oh yeah, the like if the games don't happen this season, and how much of a real shame it would be to lose a year on all the careers of this amazingly young roster that we've got put together right now. But on the flip side of that, imagine you're Tampa Bay, and old man Tom doesn't have much time left. You got this big hype, this big hoopla. You've brought him there, and now it becomes a lost year. Does Tom come back next year?
Well, you basically have turned into the Brooklyn basketball team, where you went out and got Kevin Durant, who had, Achilles surgery. It's the same situation. I mean, and it sucks. Anyway, you type it up, Chris. We're all fighting through it. But yeah, I agree with you. It's bad for them. Like, there's such a buzz here in Tampa about this season. They're going to the Super Bowl. That's what everybody's talking about. They're going to the Super Bowl. You know what? They would have been a playoff team last year.
Pick any 2 interceptions and get rid of them.
If you get rid of a half of those, cut it in half, they're a playoff team. Their defense is good. They're young. Their secondary is a little bit suspect, but their linebacking core might be the best in the league. They might have the best linebacking core in the league.
Dan, if this offense goes right down the field here, makes it 24-0, and then gets the ball back at the half, I don't know who's going to stop this team.
You know what the best thing is, Chris? We don't pump these guys up. It's been everything that's been done at the front office, everything that's been done behind the scenes. It's amazing.
Oh, dude, anyone that watches the games knows that. Like, we don't control the outcomes, and there's no dominance going on. Like, I mean, we've built this team up, and they're looking dominant now, but some of these heartbreaking losses, these back and forth matches over the season and all of that, like, there's no fun in it if you pump up the stats and you know it's going to be a win. The uncertainty is the excitement and what makes sports great, and that's all we wanted to replicate. Is we know our guys are good. Let's let them play and see what happens.
Paul Burden asked me, how much tent space do you have in your yard for the Super Bowl, bro?
Oh, wow, what a pick.
No. There's a pick. That's going the other way, folks.
Oh, get him, Josh.
The one that can stop him, get some. That's a heart of a lion right there. Throws a pick. You know he's not happy. But, folks, this game, we were talking like it was over, Chris. We're talking about tents in my yard for the Super Bowl already.
Josh was going for the kill shot.
Yeah, he was. You know what, though? Here's what's crazy about him, and you've compared the two in the past. Allen kind of is Brett Favre-esque. He's a gunslinger. He's going to make mistakes, but you can't take the heart out of the lion.
Oh, yeah. And here's the thing that a lot of people in football never really understood, that Brett Favre really to a T understood. So people can make fun of him about his stats, the interceptions, all those things. But he understood, if you're already down 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, there's no harm in firing that ball and giving your players a chance to make a play. What is another interception or 2 on your stats going to do at the end of the day, versus giving your team a chance to make a crazy play and come back? And a lot of times he was able to pull that off.
Well, it's like right now. We need a crazy play and a chance for this defense to bend but not break. With 3rd and 7, get the train horns up.
But there's
back to pass, setting up the screen. Oh, come on, stuff that out.
There's a whole lot of quarterbacks out there, even in today's game, that if they're down 14, 20 points in the second half, they're not going to be taking extra shots and pushing it. And why get extra interceptions on their stats and make themselves look worse? They're mitigating their risk to their own personal reputation. And Favre didn't care if he ended the game with 3 interceptions if he was trying to bring his team back from behind, and that's part of what just endeared him to me so much.
Well, part of that attitude is a winning attitude. No, I'm going to do this because I can make that throw. I can make that throw. I can make that throw. Now, you know what? We've had quarterbacks like Peterman that thought they could make that throw, so we have a bad taste in our mouth. Paul Burton said it the best. We have the D to have that type of quarterback.
Exactly.
Now, that's the next step. That's the next step.
I just don't know if McDermott understands that.
Here's where I'm at, Chris. That's the next step of progression in my mind. Okay? We know he can throw the ball a mile. Congratulations. See, his accuracy's off on the deep pass. That'll come, guys. There's so much other stuff that's going on at that point in time. It's going to happen, all right? He did it the year before. You've never had 300-pound men trying to kill you.
Did you see this comment from Matthew Manzella? Josh Allen changed the check down to a bomb in high school and scored a touchdown. Coach asked Allen what happened, and Allen told his high school coach, Brett Favre says the score.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the thing, though. He's got to make that progression of, I'm going to trust my receiver, my number one Diggs. I think he trusted Duke Williams to come down with the ball. And that was evident in the Tennessee game and in the Houston game, right?
Well, I think he's that type of quarterback that he wants to throw to those kind of receivers. That's why I think if you get him like a Brew McCoy or a Julio Jones type, I think...
A Brew McCoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, big body. That big body. That you know what it is? It's that quintessential receiver we've been looking for.
He needs a Sterling Sharp.
We were praying it was, everybody. Justin Hardy and Owens. And Owens was that receiver to throw the ball up to. A Randy Moss type big body. Kelvin Benjamin, lazy.
That Pittman?
That was Pittman.
Allen going to throw for 300 yards in this first half.
No, that's Schwartz,
Oh,
dude.
Schwartz, nice.
Come on, man. Everybody's forgetting about Schwartzy.
The offense getting tired of hearing about it.
Well, it's about time. I mean, last year, how many games could they have completely run away with the score? With the defense playing the way they did, getting us the ball back in enemy territory. And we had to settle for field goals and keep games close. Can't have that.
Dude, if they take another minute or two off here on this drive and put it in the end zone, this is an absolute championship coming of age drive.
Well, it's funny because I even told my kids in basketball, my 9 to 10-year-olds, when we were running through a league, and I always told them, fourth quarter, hey, listen, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Stop looking for people to hit.
Is he hopping?
He's looking for people to truck instead of turning it upfield.
Playing hopscotch right down the 15-yard line there, folks. 16-yard line, 2 minutes left in the half. Over the middle, who is it?
Is that another first down? Oh,
that's another Buffalo Bills first down, as they would say in Miami.
This drive has been absolutely beautiful. Take it in. Boom!
First down, touchdown! Motor in. Score 2 times tonight. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Devin Singletary.
This has been an absolutely ferocious start to the season.
I'm having a flashback to the Oakland Raiders, the AFC Championship game. This is just like it. Just whatever they want to do, they're doing. They're just taking everybody at will. Bills up 24-3 on the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, I hope you're right, Chris. I hope this season can get underway. There's so much hype. So much hype. Matt Manzella, our offense is legit. We got the usual suspects in here: Jason Toa, Mike Arnold, Kyle Joseph, Chris.
Allen's looking like a $35 million quarterback.
I'm going to give away a pair of shades here. We're going to give away a pair of train wreck shades for a turnover.
You know if this goes south.
Shades. So here's what we're going to do. Just comment a friend. That's all you have to do. Tag a friend, comment a friend, friend it out. turnover drive. Who's going to get it? Who's going to win? Tag your friend. Do a sock for your friend. Pair of glasses for you. Just tag a friend.
If these shades go south, Dan, you're never going to hear the end of it.
It's not me, it's the shades. All right, 2 minutes. Let's see if the shades can come through. Jason Walters in, trying to get his buddy Robbie into the chat. There we go, keeping him in bounds. There's your guy, Chris. Oh, pick! There it is! Trey White.
Jeez.
Trey White. You know, this is awesome. Zach's going to go crazy when he hears this. We're going to have the truck pick the winner. It looks like we had 1, 2. Chris Douglas, you got to do someone different than Mary going out there, man. We got to set a rule of no same house stuff going on. Hey, honey, log on. No, I guess it's within the rules, right, Chris? That's within the rules. So it looks like we got 4 or 5 people in there. Should we do a number race with all of their names, Chris?
That's a lot of names, Dan.
7 people.
That's a lot of names.
All right.
You brought up the glasses. You tell me how it's going down.
We're gonna pick a winner. Your friend, if they come on, is going to get a pair of Code socks, and you are going to get a pair of sunglasses. And the winner of the sunglasses is Earl Gwynn. Earl Gwynn, you won the sunglasses. Josh Arnold was already on here, and you tagged him. Wait a minute. Can't tag someone who's also on here already. That's tough, man. Chris, what do we think about that? He tagged somebody who was already on.
Oh,
What do the chat pick?
You are standing on an island here, running this sunglass giveaway on your own, my
funny
buck.
because you know what's funny is I didn't look, so you know I didn't cheat, didn't pick someone. After I opened my eyes when I picked in the chat, it was Earl Gwynn. Noticed he had tagged Josh Arnold.
Oh, he missed again. Another long field goal miss.
Missed a long field goal.
See, 24-3, I would have just punted there. Why even give these guys life?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to make an executive decision and say that person's eliminated because Josh Arnold was already. You guys tagged. Did you tag? Steve Noble did the same thing. We can't do that, guys. You already knew he was in here. I called him out.
Shenanigans. Dan's calling shenanigans.
Shenanigans. All right, I'm gonna be a man of my world. Earl Gwynn, you win the glasses. Josh Arnold. Socks.
Jesus.
Oh, he's gone.
Exactly.
See,
why you punt there.
Madden knew. Listen, Madden knew there was shenanigans going on with the glasses. Only blame yourself, but we're still gonna give it. Earl Gwynn, go ahead and message Codes Socks for your glasses with your address. And Josh Arnold, also message Code Socks for your pair of Codes Socks for the turnover drive. We gotta define the rules going forward on that, I think, Chris.
Going all willy-nilly.
Yep, they knew. Can they change the field goal setting like the coin toss? Mike Arnold, do you want to flip a coin?
No, he's asking for customization. So, like, if you can set the distance range of where it'll either kick a field goal or punt. No, those type of things would be the type of features you could expect from an excellent, well-designed game, and that's not this one.
In the words of Tom Dinder, that sucks. And here we go, 24-10 Buffalo. Man, it's always the big play, Chris, and it kills our stats, kills everything. Because this secondary is way better than what they were touted at last year. I think they miss out on a lot of All-Pro. They miss out on a lot of Pro Bowl selections that way, Chris, because they do give up the big play. But we blitz a lot, so that's...
Yeah, they do play a risk-reward style of defense.
Do you think that's what keeps these scores so close? Is the risk reward?
I think that definitely plays into it because I mean, there's a lot of times where they blitz those corners and they're not getting home, and there's a disadvantageous situation in the secondary. Uh-oh. Oh, speaking
Oh,
of,
boy.
uh-oh.
Triple pirouette, timeout called, 3rd and 16. Why aren't they running the ball?
This is the eternal second quarter. This quarter has been going on for damn near forever.
Oh, it's been 25 minutes. It's been 25 minutes for this quarter alone. Double pirouette, no look
Oh, my
throw,
God.
broken up.
Just catch the
Now
ball
we're
so the
punting.
clock will run.
You know, you dominate the whole first half. This game should be 24-3. We all know that. Big field goal, you got to punt, pin him back, whatever. Oh, he got punished. That was a big hit. Looked like he had possession, too. That could have easily been a fumble, Chris. Thank you, Madden.
I would have liked to seen 3 draws there.
Oh, me too. Me as well. That's a boot, though. Look at this. Sit for
Woo!
daddy. Out at the 2-yard line.
Jesus.
Get it up, folks. Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Words of the Joker.
Now you use those timeouts, make them run some plays, and go for the safety.
Maybe they're playing a field position game. He's not having a bad day, though, Wentz. The 2 interceptions and the 2 blemishes on there, but 10 of 15 for 114 in the first half with our defense, that's not a bad start to the game. Except for those 2 interceptions.
Yeah, if you just completely forgot those happened. Take the timeout. Take the timeout. Make them run plays.
No, they're not doing it. They're gonna let him walk into halftime
No.
here, folks. They're gonna snap the ball.
With 3
They
timeouts,
did.
I would have totally
Fumble,
made him do
please
it.
fumble. All right, well, we're going to go into halftime, 24-10. Your Buffalo Bills, our Buffalo Bills, on top. Chris, what do you like so far out of the first half?
This team is just absolutely dominant right now. That's 2 touchdowns in 6 quarters of football for this team, and both of them have come in what I would say meaningless football when they've had a 20-plus point lead. Jets are going to have a bad season.
Jets are going to be bad. Darnold, boy, Jets. Let's talk about Jamal Adams. Did you see the clip of him riding by someone? Someone saying, "Hey, you coming to the cow? You coming back to Dallas?" And he said, "I'm trying." Like, that's the new thing with these players now. Like, it's insane. They know that they hold the bag. He's playing on a listen. Let's give credit where credit's due. He's a hell of a football player. He can play football. That's what he gets paid to do. But he's on a rookie contract. He's been an All-Pro twice. He's been a Pro Bowl selection twice. He's on a horrible team. That defense is going to get revamped in the next year. He wants his money. They told him they had his back. They didn't pay him. Then he asked for a trade. They said they weren't trading him. And then they started shopping him around after they told him they had his back. I mean, what do you want from your organization? That's more of a mess than the Sabres. But I'll tell you what's back, Chris. We're back. We have the Mafia AR integrated shirt. With every comment in the chat, it's your chance to win. If more comments, the better. If you want to tag people, please tag people that you know aren't in here. But here we go. We're giving away the Mafia embedded shirt. First and 10 from our own 25.
Every comment is a chance to win. If the Bills score a touchdown, we'll pick a random comment from the start of this drive on to win the shirt.
From here on out, guys, so go ahead, and the punt, after Jason Walters, the punt is worth the viewer prize for those scoring at home.
Ooh, that was a pretty ball.
Play. Big play. J.A. does it again with the first down. Oh, what happened? He dropped it?
No. Oh, he did. Oh.
Throw the flag. Oh, my gosh. We thought he had it.
Well, he converted.
All right. Converted, though. That's what it's all about. Finds his man Diggs. I really thought that was good over the middle of the field.
Yeah, that was a beautiful
right
ball.
over there?
A beautiful ball.
Try not to sneeze there, folks. That was for you. No corona going on this broadcast. So don't Jason Toal, I don't think anything is more a mess than the Sabres. Well, you know what? I couldn't agree more, and I think they're fixing it. I hope they're fixing it. If we
Really?
have hockey again.
Really? Name one thing they're doing that makes you confident they're fixing it.
Back to the Buffalo Bills action, folks. 14-14 left in the third quarter. No, I'm erring on the side of hope. Praying that they're doing it. They're going to do something with that team, with new management. I mean, Adams was in the league. Listen, there has to be something to say about someone who's been in the league and been around everything. You know talent when you see it playing. Do you agree with that, Chris?
I agree with whoever said the other day that Bean should do double duty. If anyone in these damn organizations is going to be doing double duty.
Do you think it's better to not have a hockey affiliation and be an analytic guy? Listen, we've all seen Moneyball, one of my favorite movies of all time. Okay? How much do analytics play into the person's ability every day as a professional? How do they rate that? I would love to know.
I don't think. I think like everything, you got to use all the information together and come up with the cumulative decision. You can't just look at the analytics and ignore what you see instinctually with your eyes, and you can't just be some old timer that I know it when I see it. Because like some of these intangibles and some of the like, dude, if I'm playing hockey, I'm that grinder, and like my shit's only gonna show up on the deep analytic numbers. Freaking where I'm helping that puck movement, causing the little deflections and the turnovers, grinding in front of the net.
Taking a penalty, grinding.
Yeah.
Everything Pat Coletta did, basically.
But you can't.
Digging in the corners. Jeff Sanderson when he was on the team. Those little guys who are in between.
I'd go with like more like a Chris Gratton style.
You love Chris Gratton.
Dude's a beast. Gotta have a big boy in front of the net.
Beast? Dawson Knox is a beast, folks. Don't forget, be commenting in the chat. I don't want to get away from this because we want you to have a chance to take home that Bills Mafia AR embedded shirt. The shirt's really cool. If you hold your phone up to it with an app, you'll be able to see videos play throughout the season. We'll be adding
God!
what
a play!
Rid of it. Moss the boss breaking tackles down to the 20-yard line. 3 yards out of the code zone.
I didn't think they could make plays like that in this.
That's amazing. He got rid of it. I thought he was done. I thought he was dead meat, but he wasn't. Allen back to pass. Singletary breaks the tackle down to the 10-yard line, inside the 10 at the 8. Folks, if you're not commenting, there's 45 people across all 3 platforms. It's always late in the beginning of the year, but we'll get back to it. But y'all have a chance right now. I just sound like a true Southerner saying y'all.
Dude,
go ahead and put a comment in the chat.
There's some piss poor tackling going on out there.
Yeah, it looks like the arm tackle on 3rd and 18, right?
Double stiff arm. You can't let that happen.
Yeah, he just ran by him. Get out the way. Move. We got to win this year, Kyle Joseph said. I agree, man. I was heartbroken.
Let's put these red zone yips to bed. Oh, get there. Look at this. Allen was unstoppable.
Unbelievable. Moss the boss riding it home. Bills score again, up 30-10, waiting on the extra point. Hey, let's go.
Allen got hit as he threw that one too.
Yeah, what a great play. Moss just turning upfield. I've seen on that drive, we saw Singletary and Moss both turn and go north. Not run east and west. Turn and go upfield.
You know what just happened, Dan?
Somebody just won an AR Mafia shirt.
Somebody just won an AR Mafia shirt.
This is like giveaway day.
Yeah, well, the offense is finally broken out of like a 2-season slumber. Scroll through there and pick a random comment to be our t-shirt winner.
All right, we're waiting on word, folks. Waiting on word for the AR Mafia t-shirt. Here it comes.
Jason Towell, if you have not already won an AR t-shirt, you have won an AR t-shirt. If you have already won an AR t-shirt, please be honest and let us know, and let us pick somebody who has yet to win one.
Yeah, we're trying to spread it around, folks, a little bit here and there. We want everybody to take home the winnings. So the AR t-shirts, the stuff. If you've won and you want us to give it, I get messages all the time that just say, you know what, throw it into another raffle, and we throw them into raffles. We appreciate your honesty, too. We appreciate you guys for coming out and enjoying this as much as we do. He said he has it. Throw it back. All right. We love it, Jason. Should we run it again then, Chris?
Nope. We're just going to pick another person. The T-shirt has been won.
Look at this. It's instant gratification.
How about Jason Walter?
Jason Walter wins with the comment of brew. Uh-oh. Barnett is hurt.
Look at that. Want to hear the best part? Jason Walter went on and said, nice integrity, brother. See? It comes back around full circle.
Dan, do you know who just got pushed into into action?
My guy?
Conor McGregor's nephew.
McGregor. You know who he should apologize to? Nobody. Uh-oh. That's a big play. Is that Ertz? Is he
James Walter, get in touch with Gratwick Productions.
You all right over there?
On Facebook. Get in touch with Gratwick Productions on Facebook. Send us a message and we'll get your shirt right out to you with the next batch of shirts going out this week.
Are you choking? I have to ask that.
Slightly. I'm choking.
You answered, so you're not. Folks, number one rule: if someone answers you, you're not choking. There's air getting in there. But you should always check.
I'm choking on that California smog.
Oh, that smog out there will get you, folks. Here we go, 2nd and 4. Let's see if we can bend but not break. Bills up 31-10. Closing in on about 75 people out there. They're closing in on the corner.
Levi.
I don't think there's going to be any discussion who the third corner is. I think that was just all smoke and mirrors from the Buffalo News. Levi Wallace coming off the edge, Chris.
Man felt disrespected, Dan.
Hey, it wasn't me.
Do you see who he beat to the quarterback? Look who he beat to the quarterback. Mister, you think he's going to take his job. It was a race to the quarterback for the third position.
Listen, I just report what the Buffalo News is putting out there. I heard a little rumblings going on inside the locker room. Folks, don't shoot the messenger. Going for the big play.
Oh, that was a pretty ball. That was a pretty ball.
Fumble. Man. That wasn't a fumble? Either way, 4th and 13, Chris. Defense, once again, does their job.
You got to catch that. Your team needs you to make a play. Look at this, right in the breadbasket. Your boy Trayvon Mullen comes right back and says, all right, Levi, I can make a play too.
Yeah, he said, I see you. You're not the only one that's going to make a play.
Dan, competition. There's top to bottom.
Oh, did he hit that? And it's good. 31-13. Those of you that had 1 and 3 in your squares, wherever you put them, you're looking good right now. But this is going to change, I think, with the way the Bills' offense is going down the field.
Oh, the squares.
Oh, yeah, the squares. Squares didn't work out. You were hoping they would have.
Yeah. I love a good Super Bowl square. I just wanted the juice, to be honest with you. I wanted some action.
You know what, Chris? Next year, if no one gets them, we'll split them in half. And we can say, oh, we won again. 25 of 36, 321 yards, 2 touchdowns, that 1 blemish in the INT. I'm okay with that. As long as the sacks stay down, you can throw a couple picks.
Yeah, I like the attempt. The throw, I would have liked to seen it a little higher to get over that guy, but the play that he was trying to make, I'd go for it every time. Go for the throw.
It was there. It was there.
No, it was totally there.
Here's the thing. It wasn't a bad play.
It just needed to be 2 feet higher.
You know what I like? Oh, there's a holding coming back, guys. You know what I liked even more about than the decision for the throw and everybody's upset? I like seeing the grit of him getting back and making a play. Oh, it wasn't me, he says. It wasn't the snowman, but it was. 1st and 20 from the 25.
Your boy, the snowman, is the veteran presence on this offensive line now.
Yeah, he is.
He's got a band of misfits to his right.
Yep.
Allen's freaking gunslinging this game, and his receivers are just making play after play. This Pittman might have really put the cherry on top of this wide receivers. These top 4 are just lethal.
And that's Micah Pittman for you scoring at home. Where did Poyer go?
Poyer went to Denver.
We parted ways. We like what we had in Robinson. They took a first-round pick. Poyer went to Denver. We have a new safety. I am going to try and
I'll pull him up here.
remember his name.
So
Jordan Told.
So
from LSU.
Poyer had regressed to an 80 overall, and worse off, his speed was down to an 85. The rookie is starting at a 76, and his speed is right around a 90 or above. Just picking this defense apart.
Yeah, they really are. That's a first down. Who's number 18? Who is that?
That's Pittman.
That's Pittman. This kid. You can't see him behind Toles, but that's Pittman open for the first down.
Dan.
Boy, they're really going on. This Pittman kid's going to be serious. He sits right down in the zone.
Diggs, McCoy, Schwartz, and Pittman. Those four are just all four are nasty. Then you add in Knox and Lay. That's 6 receivers right there are just. This team might put up 40 points a game.
It's unbelievable. We might have to start taking tips for prize giveaways, man. This is crazy.
Drew McCoy. He's gonna put another 100 on the board.
Unreal. Look at this inside handoff. Can't get anything going. Folks, thanks for joining us tonight. I know the beginning of the season's a little bit crazier than the end of the season, but we appreciate you guys coming in, commenting, hanging out, enjoying the Sims. Unfortunately, this is what we're all subjected to with the way of the world, but we're really happy to be doing this and glad you guys come in.
Don't forget,
join us on every night.
We've got the new schedule now. We are Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So tomorrow will be an off night, and then the Bills will be back Wednesday night with the Dolphins game.
I believe we're back Wednesday night with myself and Zach. Zach will be on with me. If you guys have any suggestions for anything, let us know. We're all ears. We're trying to make this as fun for everybody involved.
Speaking of suggestions, Michael Arnold said Flea Flicker. I believe you suggested that a few games ago, Flea Flicker. And I want you to know that I personally spent an hour looking through every single play in the game for the Flea Flicker, and then went online only to find out that for whatever reason, EA, it's in the game, took the Flea Flicker out of the game.
They can't take the Drew formation, though. First and goal, Singletary going for his 3rd touchdown. I hope they give it to him. He deserves a day like this. I mean, the yardage isn't there. But if you're a fantasy player, you're loving life right now. See the Drew formation.
Paul Burden's got his Bubba Bolden jersey ordered. Dude, that's Tailgate Legend status. If you show up to opening day this year with a Bubba Bolden Bills jersey.
That would be awesome because no one would have a clue. I mean, it'd be like the 150 people that know this is out there, Chris.
But the
no
people,
one else would have a clue.
The people that would have the clue, that would be the greatest virtue signaling ever.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Because it would just say Bolden on the back, so anyone that just yells out "Bubba," you know they know, and it just be sweet.
I know that you know that we know that it's known. Oh, people running under the stands there. Did you see that? That was the Madden glitch.
I saw another stall in the red zone.
Folks, the only thing that's not stalling is the 4s in the chat. Let's do it for Zach. Let's get the 4s up in the chat. Looks like we're going to have a field goal here to start off the 4th quarter. Hope they fake it. Nope, it's up. Good. Might we see Fromm in the 4th quarter? You know, I'd really like to see Madden get smart enough to say, okay, they're only up 21. Maybe it's too early. But if the Bills score again, it should automatically put the back.
Oh, yeah.
There should be a time, like, stamp or button or trigger or whatever you want to call it that should say, all right, the backups are in, the game's over, no one's getting hurt on my watch.
So, Dan, I want to give you a personal thank you tonight, and I think the audience should give you a thank you as well. Because if not for your last-minute heroicism, jumping in and showing up for the stream tonight, the audience was going to get the actual game commentary from those two gentlemen
Little face mask.
this evening, and you saved them from the generic play call.
Yeah, and they wouldn't have had giveaways. They wouldn't have had anything. So, we're just trying to make sure that we keep this going because, in the mantra of Trainwreck, it never stops, right?
Absolutely. There's definitely days where the logistics are
Skewed. Thrown off.
hindrance.
Hindrance, yes. I get it. And there's a lot of days, and everybody doesn't understand, what goes into this. We actually have to do research. We actually pull up everything. It's not for a long time. But Chris does a lot behind the scenes. This isn't a, hey, let's pat each other on the back moment, but Chris and Andrea and Zach putting together the stuff. We enjoy doing it, but we want to make this the best it can be. And those of you that have come through since the beginning, Dan, the ex-Jinx Gambino, that's great, Paul Bird. Remember when you won that helmet? But we enjoy doing this. We enjoy coming on, and I'd like to thank my wife and kids for being cooperative.
Dude, this isn't an Academy Award.
Yeah, well, it is right now, but I'd like to thank them publicly for allowing me the time to get my football Buffalo Bills fix in with all of you. True story, Chris.
Boom. That was the Pazda Electric acceptance speech of the game. Well, I thank Pazda for putting the electric into Dan's speech. If you have any electrical needs, remember Pazda does electrical stuff.
Positively Pazda Electric. Get in contact with them for all your electrical needs. We need an electric plate, Chris. 21 in the fourth quarter. That's nothing in Madden. That's a deuce tap. You're done.
Is that Braden?
Oh.
There he is.
Yep. There you go. Oh, McGregor on the sack.
Zach's gonna love this kid. I've got no MMA references, but I'm gonna guess Zach's gonna have all sorts of ones on lockdown for little Braden McGregor.
Yeah, he is. I'm not an MMA guy. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for you.
I just know they get on the ground and grapple with each other in Speedos a lot.
No, those guys are beasts, though, man. I just don't watch it. I know a lot of people are there fans, but just made them tap out on that play. That's all I know.
Oof. Wentz got punched in the mouth on that one.
Was that Trey that came in hot?
I don't know who it was. It might have been a safety blitz right up the middle.
Well, this is a very interesting formation on 3rd and 7. Why don't you just telegraph? Excuse me, Why don't you just telegraph that? Telegraph the run.
Why don't you just give up if you're gonna run a 3rd and 7 run play?
Well, it's the choice of Boyce. Boyce coming in and making a big stop on 3rd down. Now, down 21, you got to think they're going for it.
That kid's a completely under the radar signing that is going to have a huge impact on this defense from a reserve role.
Oh,
he got.
Gosh.
Did you get it?
4th and 9 touchdown.
Wow.
Oh, for the one, they didn't give him the touchdown. That's a big throw.
How would they not give him the touchdown? He fell in.
I don't know. That was like 6.
Dude, how is that not a touchdown?
That's a touchdown. I'm sorry, that's a touchdown. That's getting reviewed. Oh, his knee went down. That's
maybe.
That's got to be reviewed. They're not going to review it, folks. Looks like Swartz, or not Swartz. Who's their coach?
Ertz.
Someone's asleep at.
Oh, the tight end was Ertz.
Oh, I meant the coach. I don't remember the guy's name. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh.
Schwartz is the defensive coordinator, but I like Schwartzy. That should have been a touchdown. They fell asleep at the wheel. Now we're looking at 2nd and goal from the 4 or 5. Big play Trey again.
Eagles piling on the mop-up points here.
Oh, Well, we're hoping they're mop-ups. Down 14.
Oh, these are mop-up points.
Oh, these, I know they are. They're definitely mop-up points, but we're hoping they're mop-up points. This guy walks in, he says, I'll take Poyer's number. That's my guy on the coverage with the lone there. So that third corner looks like it's getting put to rest in this game, Chris.
Levi wasn't just going to give up that role. He's in the prime of his career now. He's fought for that.
Yeah, he knows his role. Let's see, how long does he have left on his contract?
I do not have player
Looking it up
contracts
right now.
directly in front of me.
I'm looking it up.
But I do believe he was just re-signed to a 2 or 3 year deal within the last
3 years, yep.
with the
3
last
years,
season or so.
10 mil, so he'll be around. 91 speed, he's actually really good. 28 fifth-year experience. We could be seeing him.
Yeah, he's right in his prime
him in
now.
the second role. He's in the prime.
With like he'd be a good number 2 cornerback on pretty much any team, but with Asante Samuel there, freaking their 1-2-3 is just unstoppable. It's hard. Where do you go with the ball?
Yeah, I mean, you're basically looking at a dump down, which is the situation that everyone's been in so far.
I don't want
This
to.
game's a lot closer than it should be.
I don't want to brag, but the virtual bean has done a masterful job of layering in several more draft classes that are just perfect additions to where this team needs playmakers.
Yeah, if you want to look at it, guys, we need a graphic for this, Chris. Go to daddyleagues.com/NFQL. daddyleagues.com/NFQL. You can take a look at all of the interesting stats that they have. Oh, that's not an interesting stat. That's a sack. Is that Fletcher Cox? It's the big guy. I would
Uh-oh.
love to have this guy on our team.
Yeah, he's gonna start eating now.
Yeah. You know, Allen, in the sim, they've had a lot of problems with sacks. And I don't want to see that become a trend. Let's see. Sacked in 2020, 68 times. Sacked in 2021, 46 times. Sacked last year, 69 times. This year, sacked twice coming into today. I think he's been sacked 3 or 4 times today.
Yeah, he's definitely trending in that direction.
We need to find out if a trade's on the horizon to shore up the right side, because the right side's pretty light.
Oh,
Right side of that line.
the interesting thing is that at the end of preseason, a trade was made just to get that right side of the line to that point. A 4th and a 5th was sent to get the left tackle or the right tackle, Fries.
Well, yeah. But we need to shore that up. I mean, what was Virtual McBean thinking on drafting only one lineman towards the later rounds?
There was just no value out there for linemen each time they went to pick, and it would each one would have been a reach, and it was just a really bad draft for offensive linemen.
Yeah,
especially
the
with
people
the
behind our starting linemen, we're in trouble if one of them get hurt.
The 31st pick really put him in a tough position to get any kind of impact lineman.
Yeah, and the 31st pick doesn't seem like it holds as much glory as the Super Bowl.
Michael Arnold, the new Madden comes out August 20th, I believe.
August 20th. This should take us pretty closely, right, Chris? It should take us into the middle of July.
This season.
Format.
This season will end right around July 20th, somewhere around there. And then one more season will pretty much take us right to when Madden 21 drops.
And we'll be going all the way until then with the Madden 21 drop. And once the Madden 21 drop comes, I believe we're going to have a couple more giveaways in the tank. Hopefully we'll have some more sponsors on board. We're going to start working on that a little bit more. Oh, that was almost gone. he was almost off to the races.
Hopefully, we'll have some more podcast teams taking over.
Yeah. If you guys know anybody out there that is a fan of of a different team that has podcasts, tell them to get in contact with us. Because we're looking for more podcasts to take over more teams. And as I said earlier, we're always looking for ways to update the stream and the sim and the viewer experience. Ooh, another pick. Every time I've been talking on this drive, it's been like almost a pick. If you know any way that we can make this better, reach out to Gratwick Productions, Code Sox, or Trainwreck Sports. If you have any friends that are looking for advertising opportunities, get them in contact with us. 4th and 1, Chris. Let's conceal it.
Hey.
Ay.
This,
All right.
the Bills have dominated this game way too much for it to be like a one-score victory. They come down here, get a
here
mop,
they go again. If
get
they
a
score
mop-up touchdown.
right now, I'm gonna be nervous.
Yeah, and it's a one-score game. Now they totally should not be sweating this one out.
Nope, but we are here. 4:10 left. Over the middle. The overbetters loving life. People with the Bills at -8 need to stop.
Oh, this. Oh, there it is.
Dick, there it is. Levi Wallace.
He puts
To
it
the
to rest
40.
once and for all. This
To
is
the
my
50.
job.
Yep. Puts it to bed. Puts the game to bed. Puts the speculation to bed. Says, I'm here. I'm the third corner.
I know
This
my
is
role.
my house. Levi Wallace, ladies and gentlemen, puts the exclamation point. Now the Bills have 3:28. Hopefully we don't see any dumb play calling here by the offense.
You don't have
That
to
should
worry
do it.
about this one, 11th.
Yep. And he says we're going to find a way to win, find a way to end the game, find a way to be the player of the game. That's the positivity. Positive electric play of the game. Positively positive electric, folks. What a great play by Wallace.
Allen with 50 throws.
50 throws and a win.
Of course, when the running game
All
looks
right.
like this.
Well, you know what? I'll take a win no matter how. A W is a W. Tom Dinder saying game, set, match. I can't believe I read that out loud. But, Chris, it looks like the Bills are going to walk into another passing arm win. Not so much on the running game.
Wednesday night will be the next game against the Dolphins. It'll be the third of a 3-game homestand to start the season.
I would love that.
And then that'll their first road game of the season will come Friday night in Kansas City.
You know, I watched the replay today, the quick replay recap of smart play by Allen, but 3rd and 7 should have got to the sticks. You know, in real life, they better not snap this. All right, 2-minute warning, folks. 2-minute warning. 4th down, they'll be punting back to the Philadelphia Eagles, trying to close this out.
Oh no, Dan! They're
now
still
they're gonna
going
kick
for
a
the.
field goal.
They're still going for the field goal.
Go for it.
He got it.
He hit that. He got it. Folks, we just witnessed a miracle. T-Bass knocks it through. That was a 55-yarder.
No, that was 58 or 59. Yeah, he was basically from midfield on that.
Just under. So that's what, 58 yards? Yeah, 58. Sorry, my math was off. 58-yarder, puts it away. As the masses head for the exits, the true fans sticking around. We have a $1.52 on the clock. Chris, who's getting your game ball?
I think it's Josh Allen. I mean, he was just aggressive from start to finish and pushed the ball downfield, got every single one of his receivers involved. I think at least 7 different guys had a catch. Look at this guy.
Uh-oh. Look at this guy making a late comeback. Steps out of bounds at the 47, buck 44. My game ball goes to the man who really stepped up today. Had a great game. Had a sack, an interception. Was all over the place. He had 2 sacks. Mr. Levi Wallace.
The man
But
knows
all
his
the
role and
speculation
plays it
now.
well.
Yep, he definitely knows his role. Now, that's another thing. We have so many role players on this team. Like, I'm wondering what's going to happen if the Bills really do make a run this year.
You know what I realized today at the start of this season that is going to be something that might need to be kept an eye on?
Oh, Eddie O!
So
Save a horse, sack a quarterback. Eddie O gets a sack on the board. Buck 21 left in the game. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry about that.
So assume you pick up Eddie O's 5th-year option, right? Eddie O and AJ Epinesa are going to be free agents in the same offseason at the end of their rookie deals.
Ooh. Sante Samuel wanted to get into the mix. Yeah, that could be a lot of money.
Yeah, if they both evolve into 2 game-changing rushers, that's going to be tough to keep them both, especially after everyone else that have come before them.
I'm sad that Harrison Phillips didn't get to show everything last year because I think he was positioned to be an intricate part of that. That's going to be pass interference. That's going to be an intricate part of the defense in the run stop.
Dude, imagine.
And I feel like he got a raw deal, obviously getting hurt. But I feel like it was his year to come out and show who he was.
Imagine for guys like him now if he loses a whole another season.
Yeah. I mean, I've spoke to a couple players in the past couple weeks, or agents in the past, an agent and a player actually in the past 24 hours, and everyone's in the mindset of getting back to Buffalo and getting back to work. No pick. Is that Wallace again?
Nope.
No, it's Asante Samuel Jr. Off to the races, and folks, drive home safely. Call a cab. Call someone to pick you up. Asante Samuel puts it to bed. 38 seconds left. That'll be all she wrote, Chris.
This is a dominant roster from top to bottom right now. Like, their rating doesn't show it because they're still only an 83 overall, which is about what they've been from start to finish in this simulation. But the players that they have on this team that are all still ascending or in their prime, this could be their best team yet, Dan. And so far, these 2 games, they look like it.
And it's what's cool about this, Chris, is you see the core youngsters on this team, and this is the evolution of the NFL. Like, you're going to see all these guys on this team gone in 2-3 years. You're still going to see Singletary. You're still going to see Allen. You're still going to see Diggs. You're going to have Eddie O, Phillips, Trey, Tremaine. You're going to see all this. So we're getting a glimpse of the future every snap. Folks, no victory formation needed. This one is in the books. The Buffalo Bills take control of the AFC East at 2-0. Chris, what are your thoughts? Closing thoughts.
That was a good win, start to finish. They made it a little interesting there at the end, but the outcome was never really in doubt.
Not in doubt, indeed. 418 passing yards for Josh Allen. They got to look at getting that running game going more, but you see it on the bottom there. The key stat every time, 4 takeovers for this vaunted defense. Player of the game goes to Levi Wallace. That's the Mazda Electric player of the game to Levi Wallace. Folks, as always, and remember, we do have a different schedule. We will be back on Wednesday at 7 p.m. for the Gratwick Gaming, Trainwreck Sports, Code Sox, Madden 2023, in this case, Sim. Chris, any last-minute shout-outs?
Enjoy your Monday night, folks. We'll be back on Wednesday and look forward to hanging out with you again.
Because folks, when it's the NFQL, when it's Gratwick Gaming, when it's Trainwreck Sports, when it's Code Sox, these Brew McCoy bulldozers, these Josh Allen 400-yard passing, these Levi Wallace interceptions, and this train never stops.